Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nerd Collision. I'm Eddie, that's Ray, and that's Brandon, and today we're going to have a little discussion about what's going on in the MCU, specifically with the changes that are coming up in MCU. Now, this topic was actually being brought up by Brandon, so Brandon, you want to start us off?
All right, Goyles. So we're having a big titty conversation because, it was brought up to my attention and I had a little idea that was brought to me during the week to talk about it because it's actually quite critical because given how things have been going recently with the MCU, their delays, the spreading out of the content, how certain things are being introduced, it raises a lot of questions, right? And one in particular that started this whole thing was Quantumania. Now, the girls were not happy with Quantumania for at least from what I seen. Now, the genuine fans and when I say the girls, I mean the critics. Um, because Lord knows they're never happy with anything. Y'all are on a mission to destroy superhero movies in its entirety, and I'm letting you know now, you won't succeed. You will not. Um,
No, they're
but
not.
one thing that was brought up was like Quantum Mania and how Kang was introduced, and how he didn't really feel like a villain and things like that. And I kind of disagree, but I kind of get it from a standpoint of just the impact because usually when a Marvel movie truly hits for us, we're talking about it for days. We're quoting it, on and on and on and on and on. And I get that. But those are usually for the top tier movies, in my opinion, like the big omega level movies, like the Avengers films, the team up movies, because those are the ones that usually, you know, bring everyone out. Even the haters, girl, they'll go see it. So that's what I wanted to talk about for the most part, as well as the future. We got a lot of casting news. We got Steven Yeun casting Thunderbolts. A lot of people. Deadpool's rolling up. They're filming that. There's a lot of things going on right now in the MCU, and well, child, it's just a lot. But at the same time, I also want my fair share of content every year. I don't want like two shows a year. So Disney, don't listen to the girls, okay? You know, I can live with three shows a year. It doesn't have to be four. It can be three. And also I want to say, so happy that we have John back as Punisher. That was monumental to me. And actually, Ray was the first one to get this tea on that because Miss Lady who likes to get bent over spilled the tea. Was it C2E2? Is that what it's called, Ray? Okay. And yeah, she was there. She was like, "Girl, I was getting bent over. Corey had me bent over, girl." And I overheard in the voicemail that John was coming back. Y'all, aren't y'all excited? Woo! And everyone was like, "Yes! Oh my God, John's coming back!
Literally, the
Yay!"
reaction was like excited, but like, did she just confirm that he's back? Like, what?
She just casually said it. Honestly, listen, Rosario, if you want to spill the details on Ahsoka or anything, honestly, come, girl. Break that NDA. We don't give a damn. Um, but yeah, there's just so much shit that's changing within this universe that we've seen from day one, and I'm excited but also scared in a good way. And yeah, I just wanted to see what you guys takes are on it.
Absolutely. I definitely have been thinking about as Quantum Manic. I actually did like a TikTok on my own personal TikTok page about it because it really I enjoyed the movie and I do recommend people see it. What I do, but it did raise a lot of questions. Primary question that I had was with the second post credit scene, those sneak peek of Loki with Victor Timely is where will this lead the TVA going into season two? Are we going to like who? We saw a statue of Kang at the end of season one, but we didn't know which Kang it is. Now, could that be Victor Timely, who has become Kang, or because in the comics, I believe Victor Timely is Kang prior, because we're going to need like a one Kang in particular to focus on. We're getting a council of Kangs, and that's what I didn't understand too. You know, like Brandon said, it's the critics are the ones who had a problem with like the movie. The actual fans loved it. They literally took that whole post credit scene from a comic. We see all the Kangs coming together, and they
Right.
all are cheering and just fangirling out, and that was really nice to see as a comic reader. But going back to Loki, because one thing I was pondering about was whether or not are we going to see the TVA trying to restore the sacred timeline, or are they going to be used as soldiers by one of the Kangs, whichever Kang is controlling TVA now? Are they going to use the TVA as like soldiers against other Kangs or even the Avengers going forward? That's probably where my thoughts were about that. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I was kind of wondering also if we were, because I told my friends and colleagues this before we saw the movie, is whether or not we were going to see Judge Renslayer, because she went to go search for answers in the season one of Loki, and her character in the comics is a love interest of Kang. So I was really wondering if we would have saw her, but I guess it would defeat the purpose, because if we did, Kang could have used her to escape the quantum realm and not needed to, get the core back and everything. So I'm really excited about that. I think the TVA, well, at least I'm hoping they're going to play a bigger part in all of this going forward. I think we're supposed to see Kang. I know it was rumored he's probably going to appear in like 3 episodes of Loki for season 2. Now, if it's going to be Victor Tommy Kane, that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Again, you have this Loki who was already like out of time because his character is from the earlier phases of Marvel. That Loki who escaped with the Tesseract. So it sets up a lot of different things. Um, as far as the spacing goes with like the shows, I'm okay with that. Um, there has to like they can do. I feel like they can do more. Just to have them on top of each other, like give some breathing room between each one. I am very happy that John is that I'm happy that it's like confirmed officially, and I'm basically excited what we're gonna see with the Daredevil Born Again. At this point, they might as well just bring back everyone, because they are there were pictures going around of the actors who play Jessica and Luke Cage. They were like out together, and people were speculating that they were filming something or they're coming back to Marvel too. Um, if they were to recast the person who played Iron Fist, I would be okay with that. I wouldn't mind either way. I do feel that he did a better job with season 2 of Iron Fist, because season 1 was very hard to get through. But I do feel that he did come around. The actor who played Iron Fist came around and did better with season 2. Also, the Defenders, his little cameo on season 2 of Luke Cage. But yeah, there's lots of happening. Look forward to. I know I'm talking a lot. I do want to say about Stephen Yeun, I'm so happy he's going to be casted too. Now, if he's going to be casted as Sentry, I'm okay with that. But I don't know how I feel about Sentry being the main villain, because I don't think with the Thunderbolts that they have is going to be able to handle Sentry. And I really
Hmm.
don't want them to do what they've done to other characters like the Hulk. And that's a whole nother topic I kind of want to touch on too. As far as like depowering him, because I do feel that the Hulk has
Hmm.
gotten a very rough run in the MCU. I think he's become like a secondary character when he should be a lot more. And you're bringing Sentry in, like how are they going to go about doing that if he is playing Sentry? Because Sentry is Hulk level, like literally in World War Hulk, when Hulk came back and got get his revenge on all the Avengers who sent him out. The only person who could go against him full power was Sentry. Like
Right.
they went at it. They like It's cosmic. And so I wonder how they're going to go about doing it. Also, with the Thunderbolts, if we are going to be getting Red Hulk, and this is what I say about the Hulk not really being. What bothered me about the Hulk is, and how they going to go about making Red Hulk, because literally in their entirety of the MCU, there has been no type of interaction between General Ross and the Hulk. They haven't even mentioned each other. The last time we saw them in the same scene together was the second Hulk movie. There
Right.
hasn't been any type of interaction. So I'm guessing. Gotcha wanted to ask: does Thunderbolts come out before or after Captain America? Because I know in Captain America they got the dude from the Hulk to be the main villain. So I'm guessing he's going to maybe come up with some type of serum or something to maybe help Ross become the Red Hulk. Because other than that, I don't see how he's going to become the Red Hulk unless there has to be some type of connection. And that's what bothered me in the MCU, that we never saw them together. We never even saw General Ross mention the Hulk. Like, he's obsessed with the Hulk. He wants to capture him and use, and create his own little army and everything. That's what always bothered me about that. I do have a couple more thoughts too, but I'm sorry, Eddie. You can go.
No, 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 you're good. I was just looking up the release dates as of right now for Thunderbolts and Captain America New World Order. So Captain America New World Order is going to be coming out in May 2024 as of
Okay.
right now. And then we have the Thunderbolts coming out in July of 2024.
Okay, so yeah, the
But
only thing I can see
yeah,
happen, like I said, they're going to use. I think he's called the Brain, the villain, the dude from the second Hulk movie, the one that became
The leader.
the leader.
yes,
Sorry, the leader.
yes.
Somehow
No, but
he's
he
going
got a
to get.
big old head, so that's fine. Played
You were
by
right on. You were right on.
So that's
our own Blake, okay, from Watchmen. She looking forward to that. I think that's where they're gonna introduce well, I guess you could say President Red Hulk, since Kevin Feige just let the cat out of the bag that Harrison Ford will
right.
be the HBIC of the United States, which I don't even know how I feel about that. What was Ross president in the comics at one point, or am I missing something?
I can't remember him being president. He was a general. He's like a high ranking
I
general
He's a
just remember
general.
him
for
being the general with the
the government.
mustache and the angry
Right.
glasses.
He's
That's it.
kind of like the Amanda Waller for the Marvel universe, pretty much.
Correct.
Right.
That's
Yes.
why I was wondering, like, as far as him becoming the Red Hulk, there had to be some connection, something to connect to Bruce for him to become the Red Hulk. And since they had, like I said, they never really had them interact throughout the entirety of the MCU up until so far, maybe they would have them interact at some point. But like that was confusing to me. Like, how were they going to get him to be the Red Hulk without somehow getting Bruce's blood? And if I remember correctly, in the second Hulk, Bruce had sent the leader like some samples, so maybe he still has some, and they kind of go that route to get him to be the Red Hulk. Other than that, but no, from what I remember, he's just like a high-ranking general, and he hasn't really done anything in the MCU. Like he hasn't really had much of a role, and that's why I was saying when people were saying don't recast him, like no disrespect to the late William Hurt or anything, but he hasn't really done anything. He was just an authoritative figure. They literally could have
Right.
created a character and placed it in his place, and it wouldn't have made much of a difference. So I'm interested to see how they're going to go about making him more of a presence in the MCU and what role he's going to actually play. General Ross is like again, he obsessed over Hulk. He's ruthless. He's like the Marvel equivalent to Amanda Waller. So I'm interested to see where they go about that going forward. And as far as the show goes, I know are they still filming Secret Wars or are they done?
The Secret Wars movie
Are they done? Are they
or
still like
Secret
filming it or
Invasion?
oh sorry,
Oh,
Secret
Secret Invasion. That
Invasion.
is completed, I believe.
Okay, completed.
That's
I'm
supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out in March, but I believe it's coming out in between April and May now.
right.
Hmm.
I'm interested to see where that goes and how that's going to play into. Um, because I feel like because they did go a different direction with the Skrulls and Captain Marvel. They were painted as refugees, but now with Secret Invasion, and what that could lead to, a lot of people are speculating and wondering as far as like where we see Doctor Doom in Secret Invasion because he played a really big role in the comics. Like who we're going to see, and if like pretty much if the people that we know are the Avengers or affiliated with the Avengers are not Skrulls themselves, and if Skrulls are not just refugees but actually like invaders, like they were kind of told from the Kree standpoint. So
Right.
I'm interested. I'm really just interested in that too. Um, as far as movies this year, we're getting are we getting the Marvels this year or next year?
That is tough. Because I think that
I don't remember hearing anything about any
they
like
get pushed
delays or
back
No,
for
anything.
them.
November,
November.
November.
Okay, so in the year. Um,
Hmm.
like I said we got Quantumania.
How do y'all feel about the drama with the money and that where the projects go into and stuff like that in terms of the VFX?
Oh,
I felt that it was cute for them to. It's like a little cheeky for them to address it in She-Hulk the way that they did.
hmm,
But honestly, I mean, just like in general, they need they. I mean, the VFX have done wonders for Marvel. Obviously, I mean, they literally have had a big hand in helping Marvel become what it is. MCU become what it is. They need to be paid their fair share. They need a break. They need a paid year vacation in
yes.
My
Marvel.
my issue, sorry to cut you off, Ray,
That's
was
okay.
with Wakanda Forever because there was a VFX artist that was like saying, "Well, y'all complaining about Quantumania, but most of our resources went towards the black shit. So why y'all mad?" Like,
Okay, so yeah, that is that's
hmm hmm that made me raise up my eyebrow like The Rock. I was like, "Excuse you?
right.
Like,
Are
is
you
that supposed to be
blaming the
like a
black
pat on our
movie,
head or something? Like,
girl?" Y'all had a job to do. You accepted it. Kevin Feige didn't hold you up at gunpoint and say, "Get on your Mac right now, bitch, and open up Photoshop." I just thought
I
that
mean,
was a little racially motivated.
yeah, I
Okay.
was gonna say, is that supposed to be a compliment to us? Like, are they doing us a
Like
favor
throwing
at
us
that
about
point?
like
Yeah.
Kevin said to prioritize the nigger shit, so I don't know why y'all mad.
that's not like a management issue. That's like
Yeah.
why did we have to bear the brunt of how how that was managed? That's not on us. That's not on them. So
Yeah.
that's like that's like a management issue for
You were
me.
given a job, you
Mhm.
did it.
Right.
Um, do I think that they should have more space to breathe and room to grow? Sure. But
Yeah.
at the same time, don't be blaming specific movies for the reason why, Ant-Man looks like he's behind a green screen during a certain part of the film. Like, girl, calm down,
Yeah.
please.
The VFX was fine. I didn't feel anything was wrong with the VFX in Ant Man. And people
Yeah.
come
I
up
must be blind, bitch, because I couldn't see any issues either.
and
Same here.
people fussing about Modoc. He's a giant head.
Yeah.
What do you want him to look
They were
like?
complaining about the way that Corey's face was shown and everything. And I'm like, all right, girl, calm down. Because what are we doing here? They say he looked
And can
like
you
George
pull up a
Lopez
picture
in
of
Spy
Modoc from the
Kids.
comics? Because I don't feel people understand. Can you, if you could like pull
Yeah.
up a picture. Why pull up a picture of my phone
He
like
is
that?
Absolutely.
a giant head
He's a
on
giant head. He
tiny arms, tiny legs on a hover chair.
I don't understand.
I don't know what
Like,
y'all want.
right.
He got a rocket butt. So
That part. Let me see if I can get a good comic panel here. All right,
I
let me share my
just,
screen real
I
quick.
really don't understand it. And, with the spreading of the content. Girl, we were promised Ironheart in 2023. I want it. That's all I'm gonna say,
Yeah,
Miss Biden.
I want
I
it and
want
I
it.
expect it.
I expect it
Yeah.
on time. That's that.
Yes.
There we go, right there. What
Look at
did
the
y'all want
material.
him to look
Looks
like?
great.
An actual Lego? I'm just
I just
confused.
look at the material. Look at the. Tell me you read.
My only complaint with how they executed MODOK is that they killed him.
Yeah.
Agreed. 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 And I mean,
And as
this is
far as
how.
this next stage of the MCU, what people, like I said, people, the critics, I guess, who complained about Kane, what bothered me the most is they're not like it took 10 years to get to Thanos. That took careful crafting, and steps had to be
And we barely
put in
saw
place.
him.
Right,
Right.
things had to be put in place to get to that point. We just didn't get him out off the bat.
Mhm.
For the most part, he was like a looming figure in the background, and they gave opportunities to bring in characters and explore other stories before we got to that point. Like,
Mhm.
and we can, we can discuss what movies we liked and what movies we didn't like, and what things could have been done differently. But
Hmm.
the end result was us getting the Avengers coming together
Yes.
with the Guardians and Wakandans and a little piece of everything. It wasn't a whole pie because there are other characters who haven't been introduced yet, but it was what we got was beautiful.
Hmm.
Even if I don't agree with everything that happened in Infinity War and Endgame, as far as certain characters, it was still a monumental thing that they did, and they built up to that. Now we're going to go to the next thing. So, and people saying Kane doesn't look, he's beaten by ants. Okay, I want to address that too. This Kane was not, he had his suit back, and that gave him, dominion. I won't say dominion, but it made him a threat to the people in the quantum realm. But he
Right.
still couldn't, escape. The ants that were in the quantum realm were Hank Pym ants, and they had evolved. That's what okay. When they was sucked into the portal and they went to quantum realm, they evolved. Like literally, time passes differently, so they became highly evolved ants. He was caught off guard. That was pretty much it. It wasn't that he was weak. Excuse me. He wasn't at full power, but like I said, I feel like people are overlooking what we're getting and what's being built up. I think I
Hmm.
think people have lost their patience. I guess they're expecting a whole lot more. I was happy with what we got. I was happy.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors, we've literally only seen him be in twice in the one episode of Loki, and now in this movie. And what he has set up so far for me, I feel honors the Kang in the comics, and I feel that we're going to get a whole lot more, with the Kang dynasty and all the other Kangs, and how this is going to work out with them. So we have like these three Kangs here, like the Rutukon, the I think Immortus, and the other one I can't remember his name, and Victor Timely.
Hmm.
But there's a multitude of Kangs, and now they're all going to come together to take on the Avengers, probably take on each other. Like I'm excited for what that is going to lead to and what that's going to look like, especially when we bring the Fantastic Four into this too. They have confirmed. I think they confirmed that he is Nathaniel Richards, that he is a descendant of Reed Richards. Well, I don't know if they confirmed that, but that's what we know in the comics at least.
Hmm.
He is a descendant of Reed Richards, and I'm interested to see how that's going to play out too. Are we going to see them face off against each other, and what that's going to look like? I'm excited for what's to come for the MCU. I don't know.
Yeah.
People are funny.
Yeah.
There's so much to
Absolutely.
look forward to. There's rich content. People were saying after the Kang thing that that's pretty much it. No, it isn't, bitch. There's so much more storytelling that they could do. They haven't done no. We still need a revamped storyline for the mutants. Like, we're getting all that back, and that could easily cover 10, 15 years alone,
Hmm.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? So I'm like, I'm very optimistic with the content that they're creating. However, there's just like certain things I wouldn't have done. And what I mean by that is just like with the delays and stuff like that, like obviously it's gonna happen. You can't
Yeah.
stop shit from going on time every time. But I get it at the same time because people are saying, "Oh, it's too much" and stuff like that, and I agree to it to an extent. There shouldn't be so much thrown at us every single year. But for people just to complain and say that, oh, it lost its touch after Endgame, I completely disagree. You know,
Right.
um, the MCU, it's always going to bring in the girls. It just depends on the popularity of the character, in my opinion. When it comes to those solo movies, Ant-Man is no one's Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the most popular, arguably the most popular superhero in Marvel history. Um,
Hmm.
Followed with Iron Man and Captain America. Which also I heard that Mark Ruffalo was interviewed and he brought up the possibility of Robert Downey Jr. and Captain America, Steve Rogers, coming back.
Hmm.
Saying that
That,
there's infinite timelines and multiverses and possibilities, so we could see them again. And he knows something we don't. All of them do. Because they always have those conversations with Kevin. Because he just lets them do whatever they want with the character, according to Elizabeth Olsen. Girl, what you want to do with her? What you want to send her to Hogwarts? What you want to do? That's apparently those are
and
the
she wants to come
conversations they
back
be.
too, and she will. Elizabeth Watson said she
Hmm.
wants to come back as Scarlet Witch, and I know she will.
Exactly. We don't know what happened, and Kevin pretty much said that. Oh, she should probably just teleported to Krispy Kreme and got herself something and went home. We don't know. So we'll just happen to see what happens. Um, but everyone who's just dogging it and lack of content and saying that they don't like it, um, you know, I just say y'all are so bored and tired, bitch. Y'all are never satisfied with nothing. These are the bitches that you could literally throw them an expensive birthday party, and every artist in the world could be performing. They could get a card, just like the super sweet 16 bitches, and they'll be miserable somehow. Y'all are never happy. Y'all always trying to dog the shit. But when it comes to DC, y'all be gassing the girls up and lighting them up like they are just sweet, sweet butter bread. It is not. Okay, they are not. What did Laomi say on Legendary? We're not on the same level, darling. We're not. We're not. The Marvel girls always gonna win. I'm sorry. James Gunn is giving people who literally had a page in a DC comic. Okay, the one where there's the Lunchables coupon in the back of it. Literally a whole entire feature film. Girl, I don't know who wants to see Star Fox and the Space Cadets. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I'd rather watch a movie about the Sandman. If you gave the Sandman a movie, I mean, he is technically a DC character, so I'm just saying, I'd rather see him. But all this shit that he's doing right now, and then allegedly he's going to be the director of the Legacy movie. I'm just like, girl. But anyway, I'm looking forward to What If and stuff like that.
Ooh, yes, what?
Um,
And
I
then
think they just
announcement,
revealed the character that's going to be in the season.
Native
Hmm.
American.
Native American. I forgot her name.
I can't
But
pronounce.
she is Native American. I'm sorry.
I can't pronounce. It. I know her name, but I just can't pronounce it. But yeah,
Hmm.
they revealed her. I think like a couple of days ago. I'm really excited about it. If it's
So
only
she's gonna be in What If. I guess, child. They're gonna use What If to introduce like characters that'll eventually be cast on screen. Which we're no stranger to that. Like Ahsoka Tano was an anime
that's
Right.
smart.
character.
That's really smart
Right.
on their part. And if they do more like special presentations like we did with Werewolf by Night, I think that would be a great segue for introducing new characters.
Hell, that's better than doing entire seasons. I'll say that much.
Absolutely.
That's a great idea. Those hour-long feature presentations, just drop them at various spots throughout the year. That will keep the girls fed.
That's all you got to do.
You
Yeah.
can do a special
It's easy.
presentation, maybe introduce and have like a main character from MCU, like do a cameo,
Like
like,
the rumored Nova,
and
Yeah.
that
that could
would
have
be a
been a
great
special.
segue because I forgot Guardians come out this year, so we got Guardians and
Yep.
Marvels coming out this year,
Hmm.
and Guardians is going to bring in some new characters, some high evolutionary, Adam Warlock, and which and yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the content that we're getting and that's coming up. I think Britt is wants to be let in. I just she's is she's
Oh, she
here.
wants to cut
Oh,
somebody
there
out.
she is.
Hey, Britt.
I
Hey
Lucy's
mean,
not here.
damn.
She
sister.
actually left.
I mean, damn. Like, I was like, somebody gonna let me in? Please
No,
let me in.
I didn't see, girl. I was just ranting, looking up at the sky.
I was hearing you and agreeing with you. So
no, I saw the message pop up on my phone. I said, okay, so she's here.
I agreed with you. RDJ's gonna come back for that check. He's gotta fund his studios.
Bald Iron Man coming soon, girls.
Or
He's
Tom
Speaking
coming.
of
Cruise.
which, now if he comes back as like Superior Iron Man, I will freaking
Oh,
lose my shit. I would get
Superior Iron Man is evil. He's dark-sided. He's not a Christian. He's a homosexual. And honestly, I'm
So Tom
worried.
Cruise. So Tom Cruise.
Okay, all right, Britt. Damn. That man tried to keep everyone safe during COVID. Can you at least give him that?
That's all I can give him.
wow.
Okay. Wow. Wow, Nene.
Eddie, why are you looking like that? What's wrong? Oh my god. Hey, girl hurt. Okay.
I tell you, with my whole thing is just like the people complaining about the quality and stuff of it. I didn't have any, you know. Okay, well, I'll say this: the only Phase 4 movie that pissed me off was Love and Thunder, because
We
what
all
was
can agree
that?
with that. Curtis
Love
Samuel,
and
like,
blunder.
And
we
the
all
and
can agree.
Taika Waititi, his opinion was that he looked like too much like Voldemort, and that's why they went for a different design. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's so off. Have you
Yeah.
like Voldemort? No, he doesn't. Eddie, if you if you
Wasn't Taika
could
too
pull up
busy
the
with
picture of the God Slayer in the comics,
Yes.
I mean he's
wasn't Taika too
pale,
busy with low
not
rate Rihanna?
but he don't look like Voldemort.
Kevin, just take away creative control. Do you hear me? Take it away.
I heard Taika was too busy with low rate Rihanna to really
All
focus.
right. Damn. Well, he's never gonna join us for an interview now. Um.
I don't know if Eddie's frozen or he's looking really stern like Malcolm X. I'm
Now
not sure
as I'm
what's
looking for a
going
picture of the character Christian Bale played in Love and Thunder, the God Slayer. How he look in the comics.
He was lagging. Let's see. See, look, that's Voldemort. That's Voldemort, but that's okay because that's what he looked like.
They could have gave him like he got like horns or something on his face. Like, oh,
And the storyline for Gore is so awesome. Like, isn't that the one where they have like multiple Thors beat the shit out of him? That would have been sickening.
Yes.
that's
Yes.
not
on.
giving
Brandon, they didn't want
Baltimore.
that.
I can distinguish between this and Baltimore. Like,
I mean, he's already worried about getting old. They should have let him do that.
I mean, that would have been the least of the issues with that movie. I mean, come on now. There was a ton of other materials that things that need to be addressed in that movie. This would not have been one of them. This would not have been the top of my list.
Yeah.
Killing Jane Foster, that pissed me off.
The corny jokes
Right.
on top of each other, no time. Oh,
Making Idris Elba's child look like one of those starlight projectors that you buy off of Amazon. That pissed me off too.
Are we
have
watching the
be
Oscars?
there and not actually doing anything. Just have her like just sit there as a wish granter.
We could talk about the Oscars. I have no problem with that. And speaking of
I'll be
which,
watching.
we are in full support of Angela Bassett getting her things.
That's part.
You have the girl who said did the thing going up there as a presenter. She better give my mother her things. It's only fitting, and it would be a great meme moment.
Because if Angela don't win, let me tell you what.
And ain't
But
this her first nom since what's love got to do with this? She hasn't got a nomination since then, right?
My thing
I
got
believe
Damon
so.
Halloween too.
So yeah, I really don't care too. 'Cause I know they're going to address the whole slap thing, and I'm really over that shit. So I just want to see Angela win.
Ciao. I don't know what. Secretly, I'm just gonna be honest. All right, I'm gonna be a little messy, going off topic here. But the slap for me in the moment, I felt like my uncle had hit somebody. Okay, and I was just there in the room going, clutch my invisible white pearls. What in stars has just occurred? Because at first I thought it was an SNL bit. Okay, I thought it was funny. I was like, he slapped him, girl. That looked fake. From the angle we saw, it looked a little fake to me, right? But then he got up in his chair, and then you see the sensor over his damn mouth going, hold up your mouth, and you just
Right.
saw that the vitriol and anger
Because
in
he
his
even
face,
paused.
like Khalees when she did that Uber commercial. It was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was just like shook. But secretly, now looking back at it, it was kind of sickening. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was kind of sickening because
Honestly, I really didn't feel I didn't feel
it was
that.
a long time coming.
I really don't
Chris,
care for
you're
Chris
known for
Rock.
talking shit.
Like I've never really cared for Chris Rock as a comedian. I really don't see. I never understood what was so funny about him. And
Hmm.
when when people pull up receipts and everything, him. This is misogyny over the last 20 years. He's been targeting Jada for jokes well long before this. And
They have a history, and it's not a pleasant one. I'll just say that.
him sitting in the room with white communities using the N word, and he's laughing about it. Like,
Okay, he told Louis C.K. Call me it right now. With hard R at the end. Okay,
Mhm.
not just the A, the hard R.
and in this little comedy special, Netflix had edited out the whole last 10 minutes of him talking about Will and Jada. They took it out. So
Really?
selective editing. Mm.
They took out the bit with Will and Jada out. Not originally when it aired live, but after like it's been.
They apparently I was reading an article. They took out that whole segment of him talking about Will and Jada.
Like, what happened to freedom of expression, CEO of Netflix? Hmm?
Mm.
He knew
And
Will Stepher Smith was gonna come knocking at his door. Honestly, hit him again, Will. Hit him again
right.
for me.
Who
Hit him
said
again.
one of the 20 Jackson niece and nephews? Thank you, Will Smith.
Who was that? The
And,
one that scammed the people?
One of the Jacksons who's because he also Chris also talked about Michael and making he's talking about Chris
you're not
Hitchens
talking too much. Did that top
about
do
his
something? Just give me his
family,
first and last
and he
name.
said thank you, Will
I'll
Smith.
make sure his job will be
I can't
lost by
remember
the end of the day.
one of them nieces and nephews said something.
So is Janet gonna chase him down with the film crew on her docuseries and say, Taj, what about the money? Taj, what about the money? I just girl, he gonna block her. I'm sorry, sir. You owe an answer to those people who gave you that money for that little docu series or whatever the movie, whatever, or just give it back at this point. Because how many years has it been? And you scammed those people. Those are
What
hardworking
docu
Americans, and you said I'm gonna play. I'm gonna. He said I'm gonna play a game with them and their coins, and that wasn't cool.
What docu series? It's not the Jackson series, is it? Because that was horrible. I mean,
Yeah, the
is
new
it,
one that they're doing, right? What's it gonna be on Eddie? A&E, Lifetime, whatever.
I think Lifetime.
Yep,
Mm.
A&E and Lifetime.
Well, we'll see. I hope she confronts TJ and says, "So I'm a hoe." I just want her to have a sit down with him and be like, "So you're calling me a hoe? Is that what you're saying?" Because we can talk about your past.
Mm. Mm-mm. I
But
don't think you
anyway,
want to talk about that being an unsuccessful music group. But hey, who am I?
back to the topic. Let me just say this, Stephen Ewan. Out of all the additions that I've heard, I am the most excited for. I can't wait to buy your action figure. I can't wait to hang up your poster in my room and pretend that it's you. Okay. Yes, I'm crazy for it. I'm crazy in love. Okay. I love Stephen Ewan. I can't wait for Invincible to come back. All the shit, everything you do. When they killed you on Walking Dead, I cried. I cried and I held my pillow and I said, this is just unholy. This is evil. It's dark side. I just did not appreciate how they treated you. And I'm finally happy to see you getting your things. Now, Jordan Peele may have killed you, but Marvel brought you back to life. And that's something I can appreciate. Okay. My girl's Florence. Okay, I can't say her last name, but I know how to say Florence. And Florence, girl, I love you as but Zamalochikova Katya. I think you do a great job as her. And it's a shame that she won't be an Avenger. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, girl. She's not gonna be suiting up with the Goyles. She actually hates the Avengers. She said that in Hawkeye. She said, I hate y'all. She said, y'all killed my sister. Why the hell would I do drag brunch with y'all on Sundays? Why would I do that? And I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. And there's no benefits, no pay. She's like, child, I kill old people for more. She's like, girl, please, please. So I don't blame her for that. But to see Sebastian Stan, the man with no furniture, leading a team and a white refrigerator, yeah, I said it. Um, a team of misfits and bad villains and quote unquote. And David Harbour, Lord, just keep the red shield, child, because Hellboy was not for you. And that's why they got that random man in the back of Deadpool to play your successor. No shade, no shade. Um, who else? We got that light skinned lady from Black Mirror. She's going to be playing Ghost again.
Right.
We missed you, Ghost. And she wasn't a bad villain, but she's not really a villain in my eyes, to me. At
Right.
least how they portrayed her in the comics. They gender swapped the character and everything, but Ghost in the comics was more of a bitch to me there. But I'm glad to see that they take different approaches with things. Like Lupita's character is supposed to be evil in Black Panther, but they gave her a complete, switch up, which I like.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping after this last Avengers movie with that they create something more and they cast a new Black Panther. I'm sorry, Letitia Wright, girl, you just gonna have to scoop to the side because this is not for you forever, baby. Sorry, sorry. Cause every time that swab be coming near your nose, I know you run away. I know you run. They had to hold you down. I'm sure they'd have to do that on set in Atlanta. And Ryan was like, hold her. It's like, get the swab up her nose quick. And she was like, no, no,
Never
but
getting invited nowhere.
I'm sorry. I just had to read her a little bit because she was avoiding those questions like Agent Smith in The Matrix when people were asking her when they were promoting the film, girl, you should have been honest. She said, listen, I did some dumb shit. Get your shots and make sure you eat your vegetables, kids. That's all she had to do. That's all she had to do. And she's really made me not like her as much as I used to. So I look at her different now. I just see her as the anti-vax Panther, and I don't want to do that. Same with you, Evangeline. She said she was gonna kill her granddaddy one day or one way or another. She said I will kill him and would want visiting him every day. I don't care. I'm not getting that damn shot. Get out my face. She did say that. She said I don't care. She said, "I don't care if I get sick. I'm gonna visit my grandpa. What y'all gonna do about it?" I said, "Okay,
Yeah,
girl."
they already recasted T'Challa. It's just how do
They
we
they
make him
did
older?
with that young man with the lisp, but I'm saying officially, we need a man. We need a strong man.
Yeah, they're trying to see how are we gonna make him older.
I say
Um,
cast Travante, cast Travante, give it to him, or Daniel from Insecure. He make a great T'Challa 2.0.
Oh, girl.
That's a man. That's a man. You know.
well, it's gonna
He,
be young T'Challa to older T'Challa.
Oh, what about the guy
So
from Moonlight?
what about dude from Stranger Things?
Caleb
I want a
Yes,
boy, I want a man.
McLaughlin. Um,
what's his
no,
name?
he's a child. No, no, Brett. We need a man, not a boy.
Isn't he like 21 or something?
That's still
He
a
just
child.
played
Oh,
Idris's son in like a movie like a year ago.
It just had another movie out a year ago. Okay, never mind.
Brett, not too much because Luther, Fallen Son, available now on Netflix. Netflix, you're welcome. With Andy Serkis, who does not play Gollum somehow in this feature film. I was quite shocked when they said that he wasn't playing Gollum or Snoke, because Lord knows that man loves getting dipped and dotted for his appearances in a film. But no, when it comes to the casting, I hope that they make the right moves. But Black Panther 3, I want to see a man named T'Challa, a man, not a boy. I want to see a man. Him and his auntie can fuck shit up together. Okay, they could be a bad bitch duo. I would love to see her train him, teach him the ways of the force. Okay, so I'm looking forward to the future of the MCU. Marvel has a lot of great content. The casting with the X-Men. I heard that apparently one of the Goyles from the Fantastic Four. This is a hot rumor from the slums. Is that they've already casted the Human Torch. That is what I heard. Okay. And I don't know who it is. I just hope it's not a twink or, someone from the Real Friends of WeHo. I'm real tired of this shit. I'm sorry, Kevin. Like, whoever y'all cast, I hope it's a black family secretly. If it's a black family, I'm absolutely going. I mean, I was going to go regardless, but I'm absolutely going. Hell, I'll see it twice. But I don't know. There's so much that they're going to be creating and stuff like that. And I just hope that it's good because Lord knows we've been through, Galactus and stuff like that being a fucking cumulus cloud that really pissed me off. Oh my God, I'll never let that go. And honestly, bring back my Nick Tuck man, aka Cole, for Doctor Doom. Bring him back.
I would be fine with that. He did an amazing job
Dylan did a great job.
as Doom.
Yes, he
I'd be
did.
okay.
I'm completely fine with that. And they missed the opportunity to bring back Mr. What's his name? Eddie Grufford.
He,
Jan
uh,
Gruffudd.
That's right. That's right.
Ian Gruffin?
Mr. They should have brought him back from Multiverse of Madness. But
now I'm pretty
I
glad
did
that they
appreciate.
brought him back.
I want him to come back in Secret Wars, and honestly, and bring back Toby too, because that movie's gonna be monumental. That movie's probably gonna cost like $2 billion, or at least 500 million, something around there. I don't know, but that movie's got to be excellent. It has to be the movie to end all movies. I want it to be Avatar, just so
How
James
you
Cameron
doing?
can get mad and tell Zoe Saldana to suit up again.
And apparently, James is now a fan of the movies. I saw an article here. I think he was commenting on.
He's a bitch.
He is, but
Well,
now
remember,
it's
there's going to be 5 Avatar movies. They already did
You
number.
congratulated Endgame, or maybe the page did. I don't know who it was. But then all of a sudden, he was like, no, put it back in theaters. Put Avatar back. just so that you can reclaim your crown. You are a bitch made. And then you talking about I'm tired of people sitting down at home. Bitch, do we stand up in the theaters? You idiot. God
Apparently,
damn. He's like Ridley Scott to me. I'm sorry. Like, he just get on my fucking nerve, girl. Shut up and let people enjoy things. Everyone loved your blue people beating the shit out of each other the last time. Just get over yourself, please. You have a successful franchise. Just be happy and be happy for others. If you can't do that, zip your lip and sit down and read that damn magazine, girl.
those aren't my blue people no more. My blue people are Yucatan Mayan now, and the man leading them is named Namor, who is fine, better than Aquaman. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yes, the Pied Piper of RNC,
Basically,
Mr. Tana Huerta.
the I hate you.
What did I say?
You know what he said.
That was
Anyway,
very pointed.
it was, but you know what? I'm not mad at it. Listen, listen. I'm not gonna. I'm just saying I would oblige him if he asked me personally, because that's a lot of fucking money to quote Jasmine Masters, and two, he's a very attractive man, so I will be there on bended knee, whatever he asks for, whatever he needs. I'm not going to sexualize Mr. Pedro Pascal because he's a Christian now.
Yeah, he don't like that too much now.
He don't like that no more. No, even though he started the conversation himself, we're not
Yeah,
going to do that. Honestly, I would like to see him in the MCU. I would.
yeah.
Um,
You know Kevin made that call already, probably. Yeah, it'd be hilarious if he was Reed Richards. I'd be like, oh damn.
I don't see that. I could see him. I could see.
I was wondering who
He'd
he
make a
was
great
playing.
Beyonder.
Okay,
Okay.
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 Interesting casting choice. I was actually gonna say he could
Does,
play one of the X-Men. Actually,
so does the Beyonder kill some of the X-Men like Dazzler?
Oh my God,
I don't
Brett.
think Dazzler kills people, Brett. I
Eddie,
don't know
don't
who
look
told
at
you
me
that
like
lie.
that. Don't look at me like that. Look here. I
Let that
don't want her in
go, girl.
X-Men. That is
For
all.
those who are new to
Stunning.
the channel, Britt is not a fan of
He
Dazzler.
is
She
anti-Dazzler.
she hates Dazzler so much. She thinks that she's just a human sparkler, and that's all she does is just wave her hands and says, "Guys, land the jet over here," and that's it. That's what she thinks her role is.
I mean, she's Black Canary Jubilee. That's
And
it.
she has a gift from God. Okay, that's not just her gene, that's a gift. Because a lot of people can't sing. Mariah Carey said that herself.
That's
Which is true.
It's a God given talent. Not everyone can do it.
that's right. That's right.
So I appreciate Dazzler for what she does and does for the mutant community. And
Yeah.
honestly, if she's the answer for Black Canary, let her be the answer. Because I'm calling.
Yes. Yes. Had a very long tenure in the comics, even till this day.
To this day.
Yeah, the Herald of Galactus at one point in time in her life. Yes, she was.
All right. And you get a big old promotion with that.
Yes. hmm Has
So
worked
I'm
with
not mad.
Captain Marvel on the Ultimate team.
Bet she'll just sing again, like she did in the other Marvel movies.
And if she does, so what? You're gonna be listening to it.
She's a top tier
No,
honey. People love
I don't
people
want to
love
listen to
her.
Ichi Gichi Ya Ya Da Da. All right, got
Okay.
Patty Wilson.
Wow.
Wow, just reducing her to what? Moulin Rouge? Are you kidding me? She
I
has
mean,
worth here.
Maybe there's a Brett in the multiverse who likes Dazzler. I don't know. We need to find that Brett.
It's okay. I expected this.
I would rather
So
see the original first class of X-Men, like we got with
they're dead.
Mac Ivory.
They're
No,
dead.
James McAvoy. That's
They're
his
in the
name.
ground. Deceased.
If they were to do first class, yeah, I want them to do it
Well,
from
we
the
don't know
comic.
if they're
That
dead or
would be
not.
good.
6 feet under. We saw the damn profiles when they put it on the desk. It said deceased, my love.
Watch, Kevin's gonna be like Secret
Banshee
Wars.
dead. Everyone dead. Even that girl with the dragonfly wings. Was that
Angel. Um,
That was
Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe.
was that Zoe Kravitz?
It was
Hmm?
It was.
Miss. Mhm.
Oh my god! You know what? I thought that was her in her black clothes in her black house.
Linda Cow herself.
Oh, oh, um,
Well, I
but
feel
damn, shit. Um,
Double homicide.
yeah, she did it to
that
herself. And honestly,
if she
we'll
coming back,
talk about Catwoman another day. Um, no, but I think what they're gonna do secretly, I feel like they're gonna do like a Deadpool kills the Fox universe. And honestly, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
And if they do that and then bring me into the MCU, hey, party.
it's gonna be Wolverine's gonna be the last one standing. That's what's gonna happen.
No, he's gonna take him with it. He's gonna say, Hugh, are you gonna come with me to the party? He's gonna be like, sure, you know. I mean, Kevin gave me $1 million, $4 million. I gotta show up to the party. Tonys don't pay bills, you know.
Yeah, they don't.
That's what he's gonna say.
Certainly don't.
I mean, okay. He's gonna be like, "Hey, do you want to come over to the MCU? Come on, Hugh. There's no other Wolverine like you. Just come
They
back."
would have to pay Hugh Robert Downey level money to get him to come to the MCU. And I don't know if they can afford
I
that.
don't think we're gonna even get Keanu in the films until he's done with John Wick.
Yeah.
Shouldn't he be done with John Wick?
They
I mean, the fourth one is coming out in a couple weeks.
yeah, the 24th.
I think that I don't know if they said fifth was the fifth one was the final one, but there is a 5 coming. Chapter 5 is coming.
Okay.
Oh hell, that needs to be the end of this. Like, who else is John Wick gonna
I
kill?
say the ending should just be him and his dog running on the beach doing a walk. Power walk.
Exactly. That's it.
Let him move to California. Let him live his life.
Uh,
It's time.
uh,
It's time to
It
hang it
is.
up.
Just like with Fast and Furious, it's time. This is only part one of the end. Part two is
Girl, it was time for Fast and Furious like 5 movies
it
ago.
was yeah after movie five.
And then Vin Diesel lied in 4K and said Paul wanted this. No, he did not, girl.
Not in 4K.
Yes, he did. He
I
sat
thought
there and
that
said,
was gonna be it. I was like, all right, this is it. Paul's gone. No, here's 8. I was like, okay, this is it. Here's 9. Oh, okay, this is it. Oh, the end of the road begins. Oh my God. Okay, it begins, but then it ends
I'm
in like
tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm like, Vin Diesel got a lot of enemies, bitch. When is it gonna end? When is it gonna end?
And this one looks like, is it simple street racing is the end of it? Like, why wasn't it street racing for the
Basics.
other one?
Back to basics. Where it all started.
Should have been like that after movie 7, but you know, they went
What
to
happened to
space
street
already.
racing? The girls are flying into space now and turning into Megazords. Enough is enough.
Just wait till the Transformers crossover event
You know
happens.
what?
All right.
I'm
No,
gonna be
that's
like,
not happening. Not on my
you know
Christian
what?
watch.
Not only the Transformers, we about to see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I'm not even optimistic about that. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, that movie, Seth
That
Rogen's
looks like a movie that should be on Paramount Plus
Agreed. Respectfully agreed.
And that's it.
Respectfully. Okay, because Seth Rogen, listen, I know you got your marijuana art, and I appreciate that, and I love that for you. I mean, I'm not going to spend the money that you're asking for it on it, but I like the content you create and the things that you do outside of that. Okay, but I know you were sitting there writing those piece of jokes, going, doing that laugh that you do. Y'all know the laugh, and honestly, I'm just gonna say it flat out. Just stick to like what's that movie that he was in where he was cheating on the mama that just came out last year?
Who are we
He was
talking
cheating with
about?
the mama. Seth,
Oh,
Seth
I
Rogen.
know.
Steven Spielberg's movie.
Oh,
The Fathermans, the Fatherman, something. It's something.
Fableman.
Yeah,
Fableman.
Fablemans.
Fablemans. Okay, right. They should have been. It should have been called the Spielbergs because it's about him and his
Exactly.
life.
I don't understand why he didn't, but okay. I said, okay, Steven.
He
Okay.
said, "I wasn't gonna make the movie until my mama died." Well, bitch, what if your mama died before you did? I mean, what if you died before your mama? That's the question you got to ask yourself.
And then isn't he the one who directed The Color Purple and hasn't done a black movie since?
He was smart. He was smart to stay away. After that movie, he said, "You know what? BLM, fist in the air. Love you guys, and I'm gonna produce. Love you guys. Power to the people."
Not only that, we gotta see who y'all think gonna buy a
Shit, if
BET.
Steven Spielberg directed a Marvel movie, I wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't either. They just gotta convince him like direct this.
The
But what I
Mutants,
know,
directed by Steven Spielberg,
everybody be like, "Oh my God, he's so down to the mouse," and
starring Harrison Ford as Wolverine. It's gonna happen. Let me tell you something, Bob.
Get
oh
off
my
my
God,
plane. Get off my
That's right.
airplane, Bob.
Get off my fucking plane, Bob.
speaking of
You don't
mysteries,
love Gene like I do.
oh my God,
And
speaking of mysteries,
Gene is played by Helen Mirren. Let's do it.
no, no,
Let's do it.
no, I
Woo!
will instantly leave.
No, they have great chemistry. Have you watched
No,
1883? That would be great.
Look at Ray. Ray is like,
no,
absolutely not.
no. Mm-mm.
No,
You know
I
what?
support it.
Mm-mm. Speaking of mysteries, who's gonna buy BET? Mm,
Mm.
Kevin
damn.
Feige. He was going to buy NBC.
I swear, if I see that BET is now part of the ABC family,
Black Evil Television, as quoted by the Boondocks. They did call it Black Evil Television.
They did. They most
I'm gonna
certainly
be
did.
like, ma'am. So Disney decided to buy BET. Like, y'all wanted that too? What else you want?
And,
Distributed by Hulu.
and honestly, there's a lot of black talent that could be in Marvel movies. Honestly, I want
Really?
Monique. I want Monique in a Marvel movie. I don't know which one. Yeah. No, not as a main pivotal character. Okay, we're not going to get crazy and say that she should play a Celestial. Okay, and go, hey, my babies. Ajax is going to be here in a couple minutes. I just wanted to let y'all know.
Not Ajax.
Wow.
That's
She should be an Eternal, honestly.
I
She
was
has that
like,
nurse.
who aunt is she gonna play? I was like, is she gonna play Isaiah Bradley's sister or something?
She should.
She could play
She should.
Shard.
She should play one of the Celestials and go, girl, fuck them
Or
humans and fuck you too.
Sam's mother.
Goodness.
Damn, I didn't say it. She did.
I'm just Yeah. She could play Sam's mom and be like, my baby is Black Captain America. See?
I love us for real.
That's right. Yeah, she could be his mom. Yeah, she could be like, well, Sam, that's my third child. Yes.
The bank gonna get my baby alone. We do a press conference.
I agree.
Baby, who's this white man you keep hanging out with all the time? Who has this like metal bionic arm? Who's that? Who is that?
She's gonna say, my baby, I always knew you had sugar in your tank, and that's okay. And that's okay.
If you like
Honestly,
casting viewers, let us know. Get the word out to Kevin.
I'm here for it, honestly. And Jonathan Majors, let me tell you something. That man, I love that man. And y'all who are so obsessed with, black men showing affection towards each other, y'all are strange to me. Y'all are strange because y'all are so obsessed with it. Like it is this horrible thing and it's emasculating. Bitch, you know what's emasculating? Not being able to express yourself and being judged for it. That's emasculating. Y'all are so concerned about what two other dudes are doing. You're showing each other love, and then you're over here going and getting all fired up over it. Girl, y'all can go to hell, honestly, because that just tells me you haven't had love in your life. And honestly, the ones that you be fucking around with, y'all be on Jack. I know y'all be on Jack. Y'all be on Sniffles. Is that what it's called? That's right. And y'all be looking for the menses. I know y'all be on the apps. I know y'all be on the apps. There is a thing called Sniffles. Yes. And I know this because a person that was a friend of mine showed me screenshots from an application. I was like, Sniffles. I'm like, that sounds like an application like for people who have a congested, like, or something, and they just need a medication prescribed or something like Mucinex. No, that is where the girlies, get the girls.
Different kind of congestion
I am
over there.
flabbergasted.
Oh yes.
Speaking of representation going forward in the MCU, I definitely want to see more LGBT representation.
And don't announce it. Just put it in there.
Iceman is gay. Star-Lord is bisexual, even though they probably would never show that in them for
I know they told Chris Pratt that, and he looked at them so funny. They said your character's bi, and he was like,
the hell he is.
He said, I'm sorry, James. According to my faith, I'm not allowed to participate in things like that. I'm a God-fearing man first, and a homosexual never.
Does Deadpool identify as pansexual? I know he's somewhere on the spectrum.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is a biometrical sexual man.
When they get on Deadpool,
oh my God, I'm still bringing that phrase back.
It's going to be a who.
And he does the bending. Yes, he does.
Be ready, Karen. When they get Deadpool and Spider-Man together, be ready.
Oh yeah, he's gonna grab Tom Holland's butt.
He's gonna molest that little boy. Yes.
Oh my God.
Did I lie?
It's either going to be Tom Holland or Andrew Garfield.
Well.
Remember that they did at the Oscars?
FCC is calling.
Oh God.
Oh my God. That won't make the final cut of the video. Anyway, yes, my stance in regards to, men's and women's loving on each other in the MCU, we definitely need more of it, but they don't need to announce it, because when you announce it, you give the people who, are going to critique it just room to talk about it and judge it and be just hateful bitches online. Just let it be there, and have them gag, because when they see it and they don't expect it, that's when they're like, well, you know what? That ruffled my feathers a little bit, but in a good way. And they won't say it out loud, but trust and believe they'll be
Right.
on the apps later looking for the same thing.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Like
Don't
Billy
announce it.
Joe is gonna look for Tommy in the ruffle in the scuffle. That's it. I
That's
just still
right. They
can't
didn't
believe that
say
like
on the
yeah,
next Last of Us, two faggots are going to be faggoting real faggoty on HBO Max. Subscribe now, only $17.99. Like they didn't do that.
Right.
they should
Yeah.
have already known
I can
that
get
in the
that.
game.
But I wish they did more
So
of it.
if
Nick
it's that
Offerman
they
is going to be
already know.
so gay, and so good. Only on HBO at 9 p.m. They didn't do that. That's what I'm saying. Just don't announce it. It's Kevin, zip it, zip it on the T. Unless it pertains to the plot line or anything like that, you don't need to be talking about anyone's preference and who they're sleeping with at nighttime. That's my thing about shit like that.
I can agree with that. Absolutely.
So listen, and that's a free credit. Honestly, just invite me to your premieres forever. You're welcome.
There you go. There you go. All right, guys. Anything else before we wrap it up?
This was a productive big titty conversation. We got a little sidetracked, but that's what we do here. We always talk shit. But for the most part, I just want good content moving forward. Not saying that we haven't gotten that recently. I just want to make sure that with the next projects that they're going to be coming out over the next couple of years, that they're good. Specifically, Fantastic Four. I think that's the one I'm worried about the most
Yeah.
because I believe the man from WandaVision is directing that. Am I wrong or
Matt Shankman. Hmm.
yes?
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, so
didn't
yeah,
he just always
he
sunny in like Pennsylvania?
yeah. In my advice, sir, watch those movies that they did of that team, and don't do that. Don't do any of that.
Yeah. Take heavy notes.
Take
Yeah.
heavy notes.
Yeah.
Because if I see Galactus, which I don't think we'll get Galactus at the end of this movie. I don't. Maybe in Fantastic Four 2 Electric Boogaloo, I think we'll get that. But not in the first one. I think in the first one, and mind you, they said that the team's established. They said it's not going to be an origin story. So I'm like, are they going to come in and blended families like Alicia Keys? I don't know. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to the announcement. Hopefully, we get it at Hall H at Comic Con this year. And you fill in the rest of the slot. I hope that they do Agents of Atlas for Shang-Chi too, even though I can't stand Simu Liu for my own personal reasons. And Doctor Strange 3, we need that. We need to see where Charlize Theron's South African ass took our favorite sorcerer. Where did he go? Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. And hearing more about the new Spider-Man movie. I'm hoping that we get to see the symbiote suit within Secret Wars. If we don't get that, Kevin Feige, I'm going to go all the way to California and I'm going to find you. I'm not going to hurt you, but we're going to have a long conversation. I'm not threatening you, but I'm just letting you know we're gonna have a grown titty conversation.
Are we though?
Absolutely. And also, along with that, more announcements, more representation for both Black characters and also LGBT characters. Always a
And
plus.
stop killing Robert Downey Jr. on What If. Sorry.
Also, some announcements
Matt,
on
you mess up.
the
If
shows.
you mess up, I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter
Oh,
and send it to your house and tell you this is horrible, this is wrong, don't direct MCU ever again. Something like that.
and we also can find out more about Ironheart, Armor Wars, House of Agatha, about something more concrete about those shows and when they're going to be. I know again we talked earlier about the pacing and the releasing.
Is
So
Sasha Baron Cohen gonna wear a jockstrap in Ironheart? We need to know. We need to know. And is the hood from the hood, or is Asgard his hood?
We don't know.
Yeah,
We don't know.
So some more announcements would be wonderful. Coming up for what's to come for the shows at least, and where they're
And
going to be
so,
placed at.
hmm
And I just read that Daredevil is going to be filming until November. They just started, and they're going to be filming till November. My Lord in heaven, that is going to be a lot of time and love for 18 episodes. My God,
Yes. Yes.
I wonder if She-Hulk is going to be in one episode.
she probably will, and she'll bump into him and say, "Hey, Daddy, um, so what are we eating tonight?" And she's
The
gonna,
family.
part her legs like Rosario Dawson, and
Oh shit.
Charlie's gonna get to work.
Oh my god.
No
All
shame,
right.
honey.
No, not at all. Not at all. All right, guys. We'll wrap it up right here with our conversation regarding Marvel and other various properties. Please remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought of this discussion. Click the bell button for notifications so you know whenever we have new videos here on the channel. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Once again, I'm Eddie. That's Ray. That's Brandon. That's Britt. We're in Nerd Collision. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.
Don't be a complete douche. Bye.